to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Mod. This goes out wide from Madison. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
First down, Vikings.
Ready, red, 38.
Man left, man left. 3 down, 3 down. Watch 18, 18, watch 18. 24 is the mark. Come on.
On 1st down, here's Mon. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 24 is the mark. Tackle. Slam. Check 24, check 24.
From the 38, Mon. Looking here for Smith downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Panther 11.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. That one complete to Joe Reed.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10.
70 Lion. You better be afraid of me. 18, Pioneer.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Hey.
I'm going to run you over.
To the air again, Herbert. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. after the sack. They'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Mustang 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
And they got the safe completion on 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings...
Dope. Somebody like that, man, likes a little.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up,
Come on
man?
now.
About to get my ass beat.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time
It's
they
early.
had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
Oh, there's the ball on the ground, just laying on the ground.
Take over at the 39-yard line.
I hit the wrong fucking button. I had a touchdown.
Chargers. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Good shit, man.
Thank you.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
On 2nd and 12, Mon throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with. It's going to
How he just blew that man up, man. It's just beyond me.
Make this kid think a little bit, because in college he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here, but at the same time in the NFL you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
This is taken around the 12. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
On first down, it's Herbert. Pass incomplete. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
To throw again on second down. Herbert, he finds his man Johnson. He is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic to those DBs, aren't you? Down for Eckler. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After the scoreless first quarter, our first score of the game here in quarter number 2.
And it comes on a great run too, Brandon, because once you got past that first wave,
I don't see what's so cheesy about him.
into high gear, able to outrace defenders all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin.
He's tired,
with first down.
fatigued.
Mon looks to throw. Flushed out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss.
And it's really killing me because I can't like do anything with down foot.
In the first half, they've gotten to the ball carrier
He
before
doesn't
they can
think,
really
man.
get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game
No.
going.
Okay.
Mon out of the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Thank you.
Toe drag swag.
Ready. 33. Yellow.
Move. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Off the play fake, Mon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so they can't possess the football. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On second down, Eckler. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. From his own end zone, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Oh, a heck of a move, man. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Dang fucking put everything he had left, dude.
to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Thank you.
Ron going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Mond. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
We haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Check smash. Check smash.
Check back.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And complete, right side to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert now. He finds his target, Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Get right. Riggs. 19 Lions.
Herbert on 1st down now. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
I got his fucking tape, man.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball.
If Dalvin Cook wasn't tired, I'd be like destroying those teams right now.
And go down and take the lead.
2 yards the loss.
Is there nothing that can be done about it?
Nope. It's because of the fatigue. He's fatigued. I fucking practiced him too much.
I didn't know full pads, but I just put all the starters in the back. Ready up! Or she's on the back.
Yeah.
Here's Mon. Under pressure is Mon, and he'll go down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third down from the gun, it's Mon. Flush, and he's going to go down again. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the option right, Herbert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Jake Paul.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right.
And he just
gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, he beat Woodley.
But now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
No, split decision.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 11 more on that.
Yeah, I'm not impressed by this guy at all.
They don't shit. What it looks like.
They go back
It
to
is.
the ground now.
Exactly what it
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only
is.
a
Right.
yard that
Yeah,
time.
he hasn't really seen any of my offense. Like, if I had a healthy Dalvin Cook, this is like a
Down near the
completely
goal line
different
after
game.
not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Falls 4 yards forward. Gotta love it.
Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
That Ravens dude never hit me up yesterday, Josh. And I took the fucking loss for that shit, too.
I'm serious.
Yep, and I didn't get my breakout game. So, I'm a little bit perturbed at this league right now, too, man. Ain't going on.
This 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone.
You're watching the
NFL on EA Sports.
I mean, he advanced it before I even had a chance. Doesn't say anything.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Jerry Tillery. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard.
I don't even know when they need for the quarterback.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran.
It gets boring playing against the same fucking offense over and over and over.
Setting up to throw on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
He's done that all the time. That's all he's running is out routes.
But that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
You just are a fucking walking bitch.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward.
That's Derwin James.
On 2nd and 14.
Somebody was
running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there.
Nah, it's his middle linebacker. He's using him as a sub linebacker.
That's what it is, man.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Tell me to go for it. All right.
Here's Mon. They're going for it. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
My fucking God. What the heck?
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's got room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
24 is the mic. I know he ain't got it.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop the throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Mon looks to throw on 1st down, escaping the pressure. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And this one will be returned.
Yeah, that was my
right
fault.
around the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
Yeah, his defense is all right, man.
Knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an
But
interception.
it makes your defense very easy to play when all you can do is be one-dimensional. You can't run the ball.
Good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later.
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actual frustration. Not a good play.
And he is tackled inside the.
I mean, I'm not calling my timeouts anyways, dude. Like, I don't get what I'm saying.
Now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I'm not
Despite
impressed
the
at
lead
all.
here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Not impressed at all.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this one complete.
And he's fucking stepping out of bounds. Just stay in fucking bounds, dude. Like, Jesus Christ. Game's over.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He's going for it. What a fucking
Gotta let play, you know.
And they snap it to Herbert.
He's just run the score up. Yeah. You gonna call timeout now, too?
Not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On the option, here's Eckler.
I don't understand the need to have to fucking run the ball.
To the 4 on a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage again.
Like, I'll call timeout then. How about that?
2nd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Can I get my superstar in Javon Holland?
For the LA Chargers, and it was
Did that do it?
really made the statement after the break.
It would have.
Second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.
He
They
said he
did
got one
score in the
interception.
2nd quarter.
No, it was the
Do you
second
think they thought
interception.
at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way
Feel
to
good
close
shit
it out.
out with you being
So for the
having legs
Chargers,
cracked where
they're
they
setting
do it,
themselves up
too.
as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He definitely don't need to be talking shit. Herbert had a fucking 39 QB rating for somebody that's scored 100 points and shit in a game.
It's now time to tell them that it's not hard when you only got to guard one play. Josh, don't forget I got that player for you on my Titans. You hear me quick?
Yeah.
Homo.